What's going on, everybody? It is Destroy with DFS, bringing you some lineup strategy. No, this is based off of who we like here at Astro. Just messing around, not going anything really too serious, but just putting some of our likes in, seeing some crazy things we can do, etc. So, it's going to be an interesting day, I think. A lot of potential for every position. I think running back's probably going to be the hardest one this week, just because there's not a lot of cheap running backs to really go for. But I think it comes down to who you pick at the expensive running back. I'm pretty sure almost everyone's going to have at least one of the 8K running backs. So let's just break something down. All right, let's put Tom Brady in there. We're playing Washington. Dalvin Cook's one of my favorites. Let's add Cook. David Johnson right there. Wide receivers, like I said, Michael Thomas, man. Just let's see how much we get. We're just gonna go add a defense. Boom. Okay. It's not a whole lot to work with. Philip Dorsett playing Washington. Another one. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Auden Tate. Go tight end. Jimmy Graham. Flex, we have 5,700. Um, hmm. Throw Sony Michel, and boom, we just make a New England stack there. Kind of an underrated New England stack. This lineup definitely looks like a GPP. Let me try to make a cash. I'll make a cash line for everybody. Um, yeah, so start Andy Dalton. Let's pick Zeke. Still one of my favorites, David Johnson. I just like his price. Wide receiver, still picking Michael Thomas, 6,600. Yeah, you have to. Um, let's see. Um, let's put Josh Gordon in there. I really like his matchup this week. Yet again, we're just gonna go all the way down to Auden Tate. He's 3,500. Really good play this week. In all honesty, he really is. Let's go to the other tight end. It's gonna be decently owned. Defense, you know what? We're just gonna go Bears. We have 5,200 this time. And that opens us up for David Montgomery. So it's not too bad of a line. Andy Dalton playing Arizona. Really high potential if that offensive line can hold. Ezekiel Elliott's going to get yards over Green Bay. He's got almost 150 rushing yards a game against Green Bay in his 2 games. David Johnson, they're going to be without Christian Kirk. Officially out, yep. So David Johnson, I think, is going to get a few more targets. Michael Thomas, like I said, 6,600, just way too cheap. Josh Gordon has such potential, especially if you see Edelman go out. There's no one on that team that can cover him, not even Josh Norman. And Josh Norman is not even that good anymore. We still rock. We're doing a Cincinnati stack. We got Auden Tate and Tyler Eifert. Just cheap guys that have such high potential. Auden Tate, we can look at really quick. 10 targets 2 weeks ago, 6 targets last week. Got 13.8 and then got 9. He's gonna get targets this game. I could see him easily getting 8 to 10, another 5 to 6 receptions, and hopefully a touchdown. I don't know if he's going to. My money is on Tyler Eifert and Tyler Boyd. But yeah, so that's one lineup. Um, let's do a shootout lineup. So we're just going to take Matty Ice. We're just going to add. We're going to put Julio in there. And then we're going to put Hooper. If you want to add another Atlanta wide receiver, you can add Calvin Ridley, 4,900. As you can see what he's done. But someone I would honestly go, you go a little cheaper, 4,200, Mohamed Sanu. Really good pick there. We're going to put my boy Will Fuller in there. We really are. I like him in this spot. Running backs. We're going to go James White as one. And then we'll go Christian McCaffrey in the other one. So we got some money to spend. For this lineup, let's fade Michael Thomas. Let's put Alshon. I like his matchup. Let's get the defense out of the way. We could still pick the Bears. Let's go cheaper to one of my favorite ones, the Jets. We have 5,500 for a flex. So I already got White. We're not going to pick Michael. Don't like Gelman. Let's go 5,100. Emmanuel Sanders. I think that's decent. The Atlanta stack got high potential. James White without Burkhead. We haven't seen that yet, except for last week when Burkhead got hurt. But when you have a game script, it's completely different. Christian McCaffrey, like I said, any of the 8K running backs have potential for such a high game. Julio Jones playing against Houston, no one really can cover him. Austin Hooper, just a target reception machine, same as Julio. Will Fuller has such potential. Like I said, going one player on the opposite team here. Alshon Jeffrey's matchup is fantastic. No Sam Darnold. Emmanuel Sanders playing a hurt Chargers team, and he's looked really good all season, really consistent. And then the Jets defense at 2,300 if they can shut down Philly. I don't like playing a player against the defense, but we did it just to open up some salary because we could easily take the Jets defense out really quick. And then we can go Panthers. We can go Panthers defense. So yeah, that's another line, guys. I think made a line last night. It's not a lot of people are gonna like it. I'm gonna show it. We're gonna put all three. We're gonna go to flex. And guess what? We're gonna put Zeke. Yep, that can happen. And you know why? We're gonna go down to Kirk Cousins. We're gonna put some Kirk Cousins in there. We're gonna go on defense. We're just gonna go to the cheapest defense. And this is definitely GPP, guys, by all means. It was just a creative one I really liked. But yeah, I thought it was really creative just to see if I can get all of the top running backs. And then I think I could do this. Yep. Okay. So I was able to do this to where I want someone cheap here. Okay. We did Randall Cobb and then had 3,500 for another receiver. And I think we did Keyshawn. Yeah, just something funky there. Yeah, but so that's doing a line with the expensive running backs. But yeah, we could do a Kyler Murray stack easily here. So let's go him, David Johnson, and let's go find Larry Fitz. Knock Larry Fitz out. 6,000. Pick a tight end. Let's do expensive here. Evan Ingram, like I said, I love him. Flex. You know what? Let's go to RB2. We're gonna have to. We could spend down. I think we go White. We might do the Montgomery. I really like Montgomery, guys. If you look at his matchup with Oakland, Montgomery's got basically 10 points in his last 3 games, being under 5K, and he's playing a very hurt Oakland team. With Daniels now in the game script, and they have the game script for Daniels, Montgomery can easily see a lot more checkdowns. Him and Cohen, I think, are due for a really big game this week. So we could definitely see it. We can easily put someone else in there. Like we could put Emmanuel Sanders in there. We could put so many people. We'll go different this time, just to be different. We'll put Philip Dorsett in as receiver. I don't know why we're looking at that there. We need him right here, you know. Can we go back and add? Let's add Thielen this time. Do one with Thielen. Easily, we're just gonna go add the Bears defense. One of the top defenses this week. It's so crazy. So crazy. At the 4,000 for flex. We're just gonna put Olsen in. Not a bad play at all. And there we go. We have a Arizona stack with Murray, Johnson, and Fitzgerald. I mean, I don't want to give out like a big tip here, but Sony Michel last week with Burkhead out, they played a really tough Buffalo defense. Look at this. 13.4. No, granted, Michelle could just go off, and I could easily see it. And I kind of like Michelle. The only reason I don't like Michelle, we're just gonna go check it out really, really quick. He's 5,500. Here's what we don't like about Son Michelle. He has 1 target in 4 weeks as a running back. That's it. So you look at James White again, and you just look at his numbers. Targeted 7, targeted 4, targeted 10. He was out week 3 for his kid. Burkhead had a really good week that week. And he's obviously going to get more than 4 carries here. They're playing against Washington, which is one of the worst defenses, going against one of the best offenses here. And I don't think New England does what they did against Miami as far as points. So yeah, 43-0, yeah, but the defense played really good, had 37 points, and then the offense pretty much just drained the clock through to like the 3rd and 4th stringers, put the 4th string running back in. Yeah, it was weird. I don't see that happening. We'll do one more line, and then we'll call it a day here. So what's something different we haven't done? We haven't done a Carson Wentz one. And Carson Wentz is the only other quarterback I'm interested in this week. Maybe Deshaun Watson. He's just really, really expensive. It's hard to do something with him. So we're not going to go running back out of Philly. We're going to go Alshon Jeffrey. We're going to pick our tight end. We're going to go Zach Ertz. We're going to go to defenses, and we're going to pick Philly's defense. I don't really want to play Philly's defense. You know what? We're not going to play Philly's defense, actually. Thought about it for a second. No, don't like it at all. Let's go. Let's just pick the Panthers defense, get a cheap defense in there. Let's get a running back. I'll go with our boy Dalvin Cook. Let's go cheap. We're going to go with our boy David Montgomery. We're going to add a really good Michael Thomas in there. I'm going to add some Will Fuller. I'm just loving that play this week. Really am. 4,700. You know what? We're just gonna be weird and a little bit different. No, we're not. We're gonna add Austin Hooper at 4,500. Boom. All right, guys. So yeah, definitely take a look at the injuries. It can affect a few things, not much anymore. Most of the stars that are going to be out or were questionable are playing. Um, I think wide receiver is the biggest question. Juju, Edelman definitely have to watch for. Shaw Jackson was already announced out. Um, don't do McLaurin against New England, even though his price is 5,100. Tyrell Williams, you have to look at. Um, I believe he. I believe they said. Oh yeah, Ian Rappaport. I don't know if you guys follow him on Twitter. Great guy to follow, especially for injuries. Some guys are a little bit better, but he's just easy to find. If Tyrell Williams is out, Waller might be good, but then you're playing against the Bears defense. And sorry, I love my Bears defense. Don't play anybody. Don't play a single receiver. And then that makes the Bears defense even that much better because Oakland's without their only receiver. And if we go and take a look, there we go. We could take a look. So we have 3 receivers questionable. Devin Harris, I believe it's Devin Harris. Dwayne Harris, I'm sorry. Dwayne Harris, J.J. Nelson, Tyrell Williams, which leaves you with Renfro, their 4th-round draft pick, I believe, this year. Can be really good. I feel like if they can build him into the offense, um, like they should, with how great of a catcher he is, they can have a pretty decent offense. But as being the number 1 receiver against Chicago this week, he's little. If they put him in a slot, that's the only way I see him succeeding. Um, and you have Trevor Davis, I believe. I think my internet's going to give out on me soon. And Keelan Doss, really good. Hard Knocks. I don't know if anyone watched it, but really promising there. But go Bears defense because you can't run against the Bears. There's only a few times you can run against the Bears. Waller's the only person that I would consider here, and I don't really even want to consider him. So yeah, guys, that's it for some line strategies. Just went over a couple stacks, a couple weird ones. Just doing something different. Just giving you guys a look at some players to target. Um, let us know. Let us know who you guys like this week. Don't like, who you're fading this week, who you're pivoting, and if you're not going with one of those 8K running backs, because I think that's going to be one of the most interesting stories today is which running back does good. Anyway, leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to follow us on Twitter at AstroDFS. Thank you guys, and we will see you in the next video.